Hi guys, so I've been playing around with my zentangle in Pixlr and I wanted to show you how to do it so that you can have fun with it too. So I have my photograph that I took of my zentangle design and I'm going to open it. So I'm just going to go to open image in the Pixlr document website. And I am going to look for my correct image. So that's it. Okay, that's the raw photo. I'm just going to choose, let's try this one actually. Let's try a big one. High HD must stand for high definition, but you can see, so it's a very big, we can go in really close because my photo is really good quality, but I actually don't want it that big because what I want to do is create 4 copies and lay them out in a sort of tile. So I'm just going to say edit, transform, just free transform, well, just free transform, and I'm just going to make it a bit smaller, a bit like that, and then I'm going to turn it around because I like it to be the right way up. Try and make it, oops. Now you can see, this is where I noticed that my my photograph isn't quite square on, and I need to crop out these edgy bits so that I can just have the square of my zentangle design. Okay, so I'm going to do that in a minute, but of course because it's my first layer, it's gone and automatically locked itself for some annoying reason, so we have to unlock it. That was right clicking on the layer. The next thing we're going to do is get our marquee tool. We're going to try and just crop it into a lovely, neat, even square. And I really, if I have to sacrifice just a little side of my design just here, I'm afraid that's just what has to happen for our purposes today. So I'm actually going to move it down a bit. I don't want to, no, you see there? It's outside my square. So I'm actually going to go deselect, which is Control D on a PC, Command D on a Mac, and I'm going to try again. I just want to go, I want to get the nicest square that I possibly can. That'll do. Yeah. Now, of course, I've got everything of my zentangle inside that square, and if I press delete now, it's just going to delete the thing I want to keep. So I actually have to go to select and then invert selection. And now you can see that I've got everything except the design selected. So all those bits I don't want are coming off. I'm going to press the backspace key. Yes. Right, looking good. Okay, deselect, Control, which is Control D. Now, I want to just bring this into the corner here, actually, because what I'm going to do now is create some copies. Actually, you know what? I'm going to need to have a copy up here and a copy this way. So we've got enough space on this side, but we haven't got enough space on that side. So I'm just going to expand my canvas a little bit. Now, this green thing here represents where you want to actually expand from. All I really want to do is expand the height. I just want to have it maybe the same as the width. So 3840 is what's there already. And that's good for us to work with for now. So I'm going to copy this now. Now there's lots of different ways for copying. You can either go to, the most straightforward one is edit, go copy, and then go edit and paste. And it will obviously paste directly on top, but you can tell in the layers panel that you have another one there. So what we're going to do is move it along by pressing our mouse down and dragging it along. But before we do that, we want to press the shift key and keep the shift key down, because that means that it goes really nicely, snaps into place and stays on the same line that you want it. We don't want to have any pixels showing in between these two, okay? So we've put it in the right place, but it doesn't actually look right. These are not joining up to this side, are they? So what we need to do, very easy, we go to edit, transform, and then we say flip horizontal. Yay! Look what we've got now. A rather good pattern that seamlessly joins up. So you begin to get the idea of where we're going with this. Now what I can do is, we want 4 in total, so I'm going to do my third. I'm going to select this one. Actually, yeah, well, let's select this one first. And we're going to go to Edit. Now, instead, I could go Edit, Copy, Paste that way, or I could use my shortcut. So Control and C, then Control V if you're on a PC, Command C and Command V if you are on a Mac. So I'm on a Mac, so Command C, then Command V, and it pastes. Now we've got a third one, and we're going to press the Shift key down, and we are going to just drag it upwards. Okie dokie, slot it into place. Obviously we need to flip it, so now we're going to flip it, Edit, Transform. This time we need to flip it vertical because we want it to join up with the one underneath. There we are. Let's just click off. Now you see here, I don't really like how I can see that white. That's going to be a white strip underneath. So I want to use my arrow keys. Just press it once, twice maybe. In fact, I'm going to press it 3 times for my one. Yes, I can still see a little join, so I'm going to press it another time. Maybe I could even go like this. No, it's always going to have a bit of a white strip because my this is where you have to be really careful. If you've got any sort of white going on here, then that's never going to quite meet. But that's fine for our purposes for now anyway. Right, copy again. So this time I'm going to teach you about the Alt key, which is also known as the Option key. You can press this down whilst dragging, and it will create a copy just automatically like that. It's a really quick way of duplicating a layer. So I press my Shift key as well there, and I'm just going to nicely slot that into place. If it doesn't work on your computer, that way of copying with Alt, then you can just use the standard way of Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. So on that 4th layer selected, we're going to go Transform. And this time we're going to flip horizontal because it came from horizontal layer. So there we are. We have a repeating pattern. We just need to tidy up a bit. That is going to mean cropping that blank space that we didn't need. That was just like our sort of table, as it were. Really, really careful. I only need to be careful on 2 sides because I already know that I've been pretty careful lining it on those sides. Press Return, and there we are. That is our repeating tile. So that is what wallpaper, anyone who's in fact doing the surface pattern designers, anyone who is making designing for fabric that needs to be repeated, upholstery, curtains, wallpaper, skirts, shirts, whatever, you name it. This is how they do it. There are lots of different ways to do it. This is the simplest. So I'm going to now get you to go to File and then Save. And this time we're going to save it as a JPEG, high quality. Download it. So yes, please. Call it Tile. I've already got one called Tile. Replace. And there you are. You have a lovely tile